Beaulo is one of the best players in the world, which means you, the average Siege player, can learn a thing or two from him. So right now what I'm going to do is VOD review an actual Pro League game from Beaulo to break down why he is so good. So right now he's playing Consulate, he's playing Castle, and he's holding long angles on Castle barricades. It is 3-4. They have 30 seconds left, so if he just plays passive and plays time here, he'll probably win the round. Let's see what he does. One thing about Beaulo is he likes to use ACOGs a lot. ACOGs are a very holding angle friendly type playstyle scope. So if he holds long angles with Castle, he's going to get a lot of value here. He holds a long angle, he gets a kill, right? And then, once he gets that kill, he repositions. This is something that Beaulo does very well that you need to start doing. If you get a kill, reposition. Because if you get a kill, they're going to call out, hey, this guy killed me from here, and then you're going to get pre-fire. But if you reposition, not only will the information of them telling their teammates where you are be late, but it'll also be completely wrong. So they'll give a false call out, which can end up actually getting you another free kill. So they call out, hey, he's there, he moves, he holds another long angle. Let's see if he nets another kill. He gets another kill from a long angle with an ACOG with his Castle strat, right? He's not even playing that aggressively. They're just walking into his angles because they only have, 16 seconds left, right? So he's playing this very, very well. He knows the flow of the round. He only needs to hold the bomb site for a few more seconds, and he's good. So he holds long angles with his ACOG, with his Castle strat. He's playing very, very well here. Let's see if he gets another kill. What do you know? He holds a long angle with an ACOG, he gets another kill. It's that simple, people. All you have to do in scenarios like that is play time and hold long angles. Beaulo is a very good ADS player. This means that whenever he's zoomed in shooting a player, he's very good at flicking. He doesn't un-ADS and re-ADS onto people's heads like some other aimers do with 1x sights or hollows, whatever it may be, right? He's very good at holding angles and flicking whenever he's held in his scope, which is why he's naturally just a good ACOG player. This is the first lesson that you can learn from Beaulo. You need to play to what you're naturally good at. If Beaulo is naturally good at aiming while he's scoped in with an ACOG, naturally, in his gunfights, he should be scoped in with an ACOG the majority of the time. I personally am great with hollows, so I don't really use ACOGs, and because I use hollows, I'm more fast-paced and I ADS into gunfights instead of flicking while I'm in my scope. It's just personal preference. Play what you're good at. Let's continue to the next round to see another lesson that we can learn from Beaulo. So Beaulo is in kind of the same situation that he was in last round that we VOD reviewed him. So he's playing Legion on the top floor even though the site is below him. He's got Goose in pocket and it's a 2v4. Most people here would get aggressive to even out the man count. But like I said, the clock is ticking. He could play time here and win, so he needs to just play passive and not hold angles. Let's see how he does. He's holding a passive angle onto Vert next to cover that he can use. Just wasting time, right? He knows hatch is open, so he plays in the closet so that if they go for a plant, he can retake. But again, playing passive so the time can roll out. Another thing too, he sees that Canadian is holding a long angle onto site, so all Beaulo needs to do is once Canadian gets into a gunfight, he swings off of the information, right? Pretty easy to do. And then now, because he waited for the plant, he played time, he played passively, he got the free kill. This is the second lesson that you can learn from Beaulo. You need to be playing the clock, as a defender specifically. It's okay to be more aggressive when you're down in man count in the earlier stages because the attackers have so much time to swarm the bomb site and make you take disadvantaged gunfights like 1v2s, 1v3s. But if you're down in man count and the time is like 5 seconds left, even 30 seconds left, just play passive. They have to come to you, they have to plant the bomb, they have to use utility, and they have absolutely no time to do it, which is in your favor. So learning how to play the clock and how to be aggressive or passive depending on how much time is left and depending on your man count and the situation that you're in is another great thing that you can learn, especially from Beaulo, who's obviously done it really well 2 rounds in a row. Let's go to the next round to see what else he can teach us. So right now, Beaulo is playing Goyo for top floor, again, with the ACOG. So let's break down what exactly he does. They're pushing admin. He's kind of pinched here. He needs to get into the other room to hold a better angle where he's not going to get pinched from the outside. So let's see what he does. He swings a little bit of a passive swing just for information. He's quick peeking, right? And then, because of the pre-fire, it kind of scares them back, which allows him to get an opening to run to the next room. So that's pretty good, but that's not the point of what I want to talk about here. Let's see what he does after that, right? He knows there's kids in admin. Now, if you've played Rainbow Six Siege, you know it's swing or be swung. So why would he be swinging here? Well, he's not swinging. He's holding an angle. You never really want to hold angles in Siege unless you're holding an angle for information so that you can swing right after. Like I said, swing or be swung. He is holding an information angle. The reason this is an information angle versus a normal angle is because this angle in specific is so tight that he can see them and their body, but they can barely see him, which means once he sees them, he can swing out and get a free kill. It's a really good angle to hold. So what you're going to see him do here is he's going to hold the angle, see somebody, and then swing out. Just like he did right there, right? He saw somebody, he swung out a little bit, killed him, right? He's using information swings and information peeks. He's not holding angles that can get him killed. He does the same exact thing again because he knows that it works, right? That was just a pre-fire. He got pretty lucky there, is what it is. But it works, right? As you can clearly see. Now he backs up, and his team kind of wins the round. But you get the idea. The third lesson that you need to learn from Beaulo is swing or be swung is very important, but only if you know how to implement it correctly. He could have quick peeked that door and then swung it and tried to get a kill, but that was a lot less safe than just holding a passive angle, waiting for the information, and then swing. When people hear swing or be swung, they imagine just going around swinging every doorway, but that's not necessarily the case. It just means that if they're going to swing you, you might as well swing them first in those certain scenarios. It doesn't mean swing everything. It just means that you don't want to hold an angle if they're going to swing you, so you might as well get off the angle that you're holding to swing them when they swing you, so that you at least get that advantage of reaction time. Let's move on to round 4 to see if Beaulo has anything more that he can teach us. So on this round, Beaulo is, again, playing Goyo, and we're going to see the use of information that he uses specifically in this round that you need to start implementing. So right now, if you don't notice, Canadian was on pulse. He was able to get his teammate a call out. He was able to give Beaulo a call out to swing on a window a little bit before this, which is why Beaulo has the information to swing off of this kid, right? If you ever have information on a guy and they don't have information off of you, swing, because you'll get a free kill just like Beaulo did right here. Not only that, but one of his teammates just died in the site because of an Amaro rush that just came through with a shot. So now Beaulo knows, hey, there's a guy with a shotgun and diffuser right here. As long as I hold a long angle and swing with a long angle, he can't shotgun me, and I know that he's low HP, so I get a free kill. So in Beaulo's mind, swing it. This is a free kill, and that's exactly what he does right here. Beaulo gets a free kill, right? He's using information to swing and kill people. Now, because the smoke is constantly calling out, hey, there's a Monty on me, there's a Monty on me. Look what he does to the Monty. He baits the smoke, kills him from bathroom, right? Easy play. Another lesson that you can learn from Beaulo is he does swing a lot, but he only swings when he has information. Now, this is pretty subject to the teams that you're getting, especially if you're solo queuing and ranked. I understand. But the least you could do is ask, hey, does anybody know where anybody is? Does anybody have any comms? Is anyone in cams? I do that all the time and be like, do we have any info? And people will actually respond to you if they're not, jackasses, but you get the idea. Like, if you ask for info and you use info, it's really, really powerful, because if you know the exact position of a guy and he has no idea where you are, you're obviously going to win that gunfight, because you're going to be able to swing and pre-fire him when he has no idea that you were even swinging him in the first place or where you're swinging him from, right? So use information to get kills if you know that you know where they are and they don't know where you are. It's going to be free kills every time, just like Beaulo showed you. So now let's move on to the attack and see how Beaulo attacks. Now this round he does a little bit of good things, but I actually want to highlight a mistake that he makes so that you know not to make the mistake in the future. I'm not saying I'm better than Beaulo by any means. He would shit on me in a 1v1, but everybody makes mistakes, so I thought I'd give it to you as a little learning opportunity. I'm sure he knows the mistake that he made as well. So right now, Beaulo is 11-0. So he's trying to save his KD, and I think that's why he made the mistake that he made. He's playing Ram, attacking the top floor to get Vert for the split site right here. So he puts a Ram device down right here, starts taking Vert. A minute 40's already gone on, by the way. So half of the round is gone, and they're just starting to get Vert because they roam cleared really, really slowly, only one room. So this is already bad. He needs to play Vert as fast as possible to get that pressure. So he's got the Vert. He's holding the ammo because he knows the Solus is here. He's droning. He has a cutoff drone for one of his dead teammates if they want to watch it. Pretty good. So Solus impacts the air jab. There's also a drone there, so he probably knows that there's a roamer, which means it's going to waste even more time, even though the Solus does end up running away. His teammates are trying to push into tunnel right now and flush out this turbo out to get the wall open and plant with Osa. It's pretty default stuff there. And you hear him, he uses both of his other RAM devices right now, so he's still on Vert with 55 seconds left. Now, I've talked about on my channel in a ranked setting, typically you don't want to be on Vert after the final 45 seconds. That's when you want to start rotating on the site. Maybe 30 seconds if you really know that you can get a free kill, but other than that, you never want to be on Vert for longer than 2.5 minutes. That's just kind of the general rule of thumb. He's still on Vert, 55 seconds left, right? If he doesn't start rotating, this is going to be bad. He's still upside down rappelled trying to look through Vert right now. If he's covering for a push upstairs, that's fine, but his teammates are all pushing downstairs with the diffuser, right? So he probably needs to get off at this point. 41 seconds, he's still on Vert, right? It is 6-0, so he's going to try to go for the kill, go for the flashy play. I understand, but If it were like 3 to 4, he's down, he probably wouldn't be doing this, so you shouldn't either. 34 seconds, still not with his team. Now you hear him start to rotate, right? He's off the rappel, holding a window. Now he's rotating down a tunnel. His team's starting to execute, he needs to be with them. And he just got the tunnel. 3 seconds left, right? So the lesson that you want to learn here is don't play vert for too long. A pretty important lesson. I see a lot of people doing that, just a random lesson as well, because stuff like this will happen to you. He's way too late to the round. He did it because he wanted to get a free kill to get the 7-0. He didn't want to die a single time in 7-0, a pro league team. I'd probably do the same shit with my ego as well, honestly. But in any other scenario, he probably wouldn't have done this. But just don't do it. Just don't do it. Thought I'd at least tell you, give you a little lesson there. Again, Beaulo's a great player. I'm not saying I'm better than him. Also, I know that he did this for just a funny reason, not really like an actual mistake. But you get the idea. You never want to be on vert for the last 45 seconds to 30 seconds of a round. It's just never that worth it, especially if you've had vert for a while. You know that they're not going to peak it because they haven't peaked it in over a minute, right? So you might as well get off, help your team execute onto the site. So right as we were editing this video and about to upload it, Beaulo posted a new video where he was playing ranked. The day I was recording. So I thought I'd go into this because it is the most recent footage of him playing the game that we have. So let's go over the first round where he's playing Goyo defending Cafe. So right there, I just want to notice the actual map knowledge here. He's sitting in VIP on bottom cafe. A lot of people, especially in my ranked games, just give up the east side of the map completely. They don't hold whiskey, they don't hold restaurant, they don't hold bottom brown, they don't hold VIP, bottom white, whatever it may be. Him holding this is really good because it means even if they get this wall open, they won't be able to walk in for absolutely free, which is why he was able to kill the buck there. So good map knowledge on his part. He hears drop freezer. He knows there's one vert. He's scared of the brown stairs, I'm pretty sure, right here. I would be too, because I know I get flanked from brown stairs a lot. So he would maybe want to back up here now that the brown stairs player knows that he's there so he doesn't get shot, or try to take the gunfight, one of the two. Yeah, he's trying to back up here. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Ooh, freebie. Pushing up brown, maybe not the best idea, but again, it's ranked. I don't think he's really trying that hard. He hears two above. He knows there's a second person. That was good. Most people in that instance would have reloaded there after killing that person, only having a few bullets left. But he got the call out that there's two above. He also had the sound call that the Deimos was also there, so he didn't reload and instead swung. That's very good on his part. That's ammo management, especially in a gun like the Vector that has a lot of ammo. You don't need to reload after every gunfight. That's another common mistake people make that you can learn from Beaulo, is don't reload that often. You don't need to. So him playing vert here is actually pretty good because he knows that there's one inside the bomb site, and if you've ever played vert before, you know that you have the advantage when you're above them because the metal grating is closer to you than it is to them, which means it's easier for you to see them and shoot them, and it's a lot harder for them to shoot you and see you because they're more likely to hit these metal beams right here. So him being here is actually to his advantage, and he should keep playing here. And he gets a free kill, just like that. Not only is it harder to shoot somebody, but it's also harder to see them when they're on vert, which is why that guy didn't see him. So him playing there was outstanding. Let's go to the next round and see if Beaulo has more to teach. So again, playing Goyo, it's a 5v4 here, playing Jim. He knows that the guy who bucked open the wall was on rappel, and he hears him get off of the rappel and go on the roof, which is why he's not watching the wall anymore, because he doesn't have to. But also, he's expecting the person to drop next to this window and play the window, so he's preparing for that right now. Or at least I assume he is. Maybe he's just peeking. He got droned out, and the buck peeks the wall. Nice. 5v2. You can just play passive here. But he swings and gets the kill, and he gets both. Oh my lord. He's really good at isolating gunfights. He had 3 people on him right there, and instead of just wide swinging the wall and taking all of them on, he peeked, got one, unpeeked, peeked, got one, unpeeked, peeked, got one, and then unpeeked, right? So he was very good at isolating just one person at a time, which made it a lot easier for him to win that 1v3 situation. His positioning was also great. He was either behind the server rack, which is cover, so he couldn't get shot from the wall, or he was behind the radio wall, which is, again, cover, so he couldn't get shot from the wall. So he's great at having cover to isolate those 1v1s. Nice pick. Nice pick. It's really important as somebody playing inside of actual top floor when they're mid floor to hold skybridge, because if you can hold off skybridge, you cut off an entire part of the map that they can't come through, which by the way is why Canal is a bad map, but you get the idea. Holding skybridge right here is great. He also has goo mines if they want to push anywhere else, so he'll know about it. So playing Legion up here is really, really nice. I kind of like this play. He makes himself a rotate, or at least tries to.
I had to rack another round.
still holding Skybridge and holding the window. The only two places he can't put goo mines, which is really, really nice. Oh my god, good kill. Repositions after they get information on him. I talked about it earlier. If anyone has information on you at all, reposition, move, go somewhere else so that when they hop in and try to pre-fire you, they can't kill you. That's a great example. It doesn't have to be just them getting a kill on you. It can be them droning you too as well. So great example of him having some good game sense there. All right, it's 0-3, 4v5 is Solus. They're playing below. Ooh, good sound call.
What the fuck? There's two plays lower yellow. Back in bars.
Looking for droners right now. It's good.
Go for top spiral.
Here's one top spiral.
And on you.
Oh, that was a free kill. Those last one was admin side. Hard right. Nice. Oh, I called that EV top right too. That's hilarious. Yeah, okay. So that was good. He knew that someone was admin, and he knew that the admin player knew that he was there. So the admin player is not going to reswing the double door, right? He's going to reswing the right side and catch you off guard. Beaulo knew that because he had good game sense and swung and pre-fired the right. Like I said, there would be a player there. So you get the idea. Beaulo's a pretty damn good player. Like, he's a pretty good player. There's a lot that you can learn from him. Namely, I want to note his repositioning is just fantastic, and so is his information play as well. But with that out of the way, that is it for today's video. Check out this next video. My name's Alka. I have a second channel you can also check out where I post my Twitch VODs. Yes, I stream on Twitch, link in the description. With that out of the way, that's it for this video. Check out my next video. My name's Alka, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.